Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog, and today I wanted to talk to you about my fitness journey and provide a quick review of one of the books that really helped me get started. Um, I'd like to just jump right into it. It was October of 2020, you know, in the midst of the pandemic, and I had time, obviously, time on my hands, and I had been watching this channel on YouTube called Vegetable Police, and it's kind of like this comedy channel and social commentary. And I found it because I was living in Malaysia in 2019, and because of the proximity between where I was and where Vegetable Police was, or his videos were, I should say, he was posting out of Thailand, and or maybe he was doing that in 2018. I'm not sure about his timeline, but the videos were actually being brought to me by the algorithm on YouTube. So I started watching his channel in 2019, and then I started work in Saudi Arabia again in March of 2020. Then the lockdown happened, and by October I purchased his revision of a book for fitness, and the revision of his book is called Monkey Strength. And the Monkey Strength program I found really fascinating because it's not only his book with with his pictures of like how to do the exercises and his explanations. There's comedy mixed into it, and it's progressive. So like there are different progressions that you can do to level up yourself and to build on your progress. So it shows you how to start from scratch, from almost like no physical training, all the way up to like one-armed push-ups and one-armed pull-ups and like these headstand things. I think if we want to get into the meat and potatoes of it, overall it's a great starting point. I think overall it's a great starting point, and it's worth anybody picking it up and or I guess ordering it online and looking through it. I really benefited from it. He also sends you an Excel spreadsheet to track your progress, so you can map out where you started and where you are every week. I think that the book, one thing I liked about it, it's all about minimizing injury, increasing strength, and having gradual results as opposed to overnight results or quick results that are kind of unrealistic. So I would share pictures here, but I don't know what the copyright situation is with that, but I do really enjoy it. So in the book there are different core exercises that you can do, like for example the push-up. And so for the very beginning, for the newbies to push-ups, he teaches you to like do wall push-ups, for example, and that will be like the first level. So you should be able to do something like, I believe it was like 100 wall push-ups, and then from there like knee push-ups where you rest on your knees and you do the push-up, and then from there the standard push-up, something like this if I remember correctly, all the way up to the one-armed push-up. Now let's get into the criticisms. In general, I think that the book overall is a great starting point, but I believe that there are some exercises that are just too challenging for newbies, especially like the headstands. I found that incredibly challenging. And the pull-ups, I feel like there is like an in-between step between like the inverted pull-up. I think they're also called the Australian pull-ups, where you're basically like sitting underneath the bar and pulling yourself up, to the actual pull-up itself. And it's still something I'm trying to unlock. I have seen in other videos where they do recommend that you use the box, like a box for support, to do the pull-up, and I think that might be one of the things that will definitely help me out. Sorry for the brief interruption. Actually, I just had a young man that came by and asked me about vlogging and stuff like that. So yes, when it comes to the pull-up though, I feel like there should be an extra step included in the book. That would definitely help out. Aside from that, and like the headstands, I found those really, really hard to pull off. Aside from those two things, I think it would be really, really cool if Vegetable Police, or if Casey was able to make a separate section of videos, maybe like on Patreon or something like this, and then like just give us access to that to see exactly how the workouts are pulled off or carried out, because the pictures really do help out a lot. But there are maybe some parts I'd like to see it like in full motion, to see how it happens in full motion. And I have seen a lot of the videos that he's put out for like the different exercises that he's done, and especially like the one-arm push-up and the one-armed pull-up, or the attempted one-arm pull-up. So those are entertaining as well. But just for the sake of the book, just to see like 1 rep or 2 reps to see how it works, that would definitely help out. that said, like even working or watching the video now with the gentleman from the 3 to 7 program, or the 3 of 7 program, that really helped out. I think his name's Chad Wright. Yeah, Chad Wright's program, because he shows you just like 1 or 2 reps, and it really helped me correct my form, because I realized that I've been doing my push-up form was slightly off. So it definitely helped me out in that regard. And I did like the way that he did sit-ups, so I'm actually following that one right now. But I wouldn't be able to, pardon the dog here, I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for the base that I built up with Casey Stern and his book, Monkey Strength. So big thanks to you, Casey, Vegetable Police, if you see this. And if not, no big deal, but I really appreciate it. It did help out considerably to build my base in my core, just the base of my muscles during the pandemic. So it gave me something really positive to do with myself, and I'm always appreciative of that. Anyways, y'all, if you need to get started somewhere, I would start with Monkey Strength. I'll put the link to his book in my description. I believe you can pay for it with PayHip, or pay him with PayHip, and that's how he sends out his e-copies. And other than that, take care and be well. And I hope that you've got a good regimen, a workout regimen that you do for yourselves as well. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Assalamu alaikum.